All right, and we are now recording. So,
What's up, dude?
why don't you tell us your name?
Like,
Tell us your government first.
government name, they call me K. Jones. But
They call you that?
that's what they, yeah.
That's what the government calls you.
Yeah.
All right. Now, more importantly, what's that? What's your artist name? What do you go by when you're making that music?
5233 OK, pretty much. Is what I go by.
Okay. Where'd that name come from?
So, it was like late 2017, I think. Not, it was 2017 for sure. I was looking for another Instagram handle because I like the one that I had before. I don't remember for the life of me what it was before.
Yeah.
But so I was fooling around on my phone, and on a phone keypad, like numbers like represent like letters. So like so I'm like, oh wait, I can like spell my name out. So I spelled out my name. It was just 5233. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I'm gonna use that from Instagram handle.
Right.
But then when I decided I wanted to start making music, I decided let me just use that to be wholly unique. So yeah.
Where'd the OK come from? Do you know?
So it was originally 5233.cade, but then I changed it to OK. But when I signed up for DistroKid, which is a platform where indie artists can just play music out there, I put the OK in by accident without even thinking. So yeah,
Kind of just became.
yeah.
That's a cool origin story. I kind of like that. So, I mean, you've been doing this for a while. When did you start?
2017 is when I released my official first album.
Your first album. All right. What was your first album? Do you remember the name?
5233 OK Volume 1. It is all instrumentals. There's not a single vocal lyric on there because I didn't think I could sing at the time. And also, I didn't know how to like input my voice on there. So I'm like, I would just be like Daft Punk and just be instrumental only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many? I know you've put out a lot of music since. Like, you've been kind of grinding them out. How many albums? Not just albums, of course, like bodies of music, because I know everything's different, EPs, all that. But how many bodies of music do you think you have?
So before Volume 1 was Volume 0, and that was just a bunch of random songs that I made on my mom's iPad. Yes, they're all like 1 minute, but like one's like 3 minutes. So it's Volume 0, then Volume 1, which is like the first official one. After that came Hyperdance, which was me using like one instrument on GarageBand. So it was just 3 random songs. After that came Psalm Trees, which I considered a second album, but not anymore. It's just bad. I don't like it.
Yeah.
After Psalm Trees came Broken in 3D. This all came out like in 2017. So at least like 3 albums in like 1 year. All 7 songs each and like 1 EP, right? So after Broken in 3D, I released Girls, which is the first album that features my voice in a capacity. And then I started getting better at making music. So after Girls came Crushing Heart, which came out in before Girls came My Attempt at Pop Music, which came out 2018, which I used my voice a lot more instead of just singing like one random lyric over and over again. Then after My Attempt at Pop Music came out, Crushing Heart, and then after Crushing Heart, that's it. Crushing Heart is
see. I was gonna correct.
Right now.
I was gonna correct you because I knew that My Attempt at Pop Music came before Crushing Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crushing Hard was the Valentine's Day.
Yeah, came out Valentine's Day last year. Wow, it's a year old. Wow.
Yeah, it is, huh?
That's crazy. I didn't even think
That
about
is pretty
that.
cool. You didn't even do another Valentine's Day album.
No, I didn't have it in time.
Yeah. So I know you talked about GarageBand, and I always see you in GarageBand when you are working on music, if you ever decide to work on it in here. But I also know that you work with real instruments, like you're a drummer, right?
My first instrument was drums, but 2 years ago I started playing ukulele. So
yeah. So how do you feel about GarageBand or whatever program you use versus using real instruments for your music?
As a beginner musician making music, I think it works pretty good.
GarageBand.
Yeah, because I only knew how to play drums. I didn't have the equipment to like record drums for every song, right? So like
making music costs so much money.
Yeah, but now knowing what I know now more about music, it's harder to just be different with it.
Yeah,
because GarageBand only has so many sample instruments, and like for a keyboard specifically, like they use like the exact same like rhythms, just different sounds. So it's either I just learn how to record professionally, or just like record in a different time signature, which result in different sounds. But
yeah,
I don't like GarageBand as much now as I did like 3 years ago.
I would say that maybe once you get better at making music just in general, you start to understand why GarageBand.
Isn't the best
Yeah.
long term.
So why do you know how to play the drums? Who got you into that? That's a leading question because I already know.
My dad played drums at my church when I was young. I don't know, I forgot when he stopped, but he had stopped like a long time ago. But he was a drummer, and my mom decided that someone had to play drums in the household. It wasn't gonna be my sister, so she decided it was just gonna be me. So I was kind of forced to like play drums.
But you like drums, right?
I didn't like it for a time because I didn't like being forced to like it.
Yeah.
But now I like it now. It's better now.
Yeah.
You can only do so much with drums when you're a musician, you know?
Yeah, but they're so important.
No, drums are really important for like any song, but only being a drummer, you can't like do much except like keep a beat going.
Now, I know you said you were forced and you kind of didn't like it at first, but would you say that's where your love of music like stemmed from, learning to play the drums, or did it come from like hearing music?
I always wanted to be in a band since like second grade.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be like a guitar player because guitar.
They're so cool.
Guitar was just cooler when you're a kid. You can't play an instrument, so
Yeah.
But I guess it just came from high school experience, just learning more about like different genres of music and like, wow, this is really cool. I want to do something like this. So I'd say it stemmed more when I first started high school.
Yeah, I think drums are cooler than guitar. That's just me, though. This interview isn't about me. So, like, why so early? You were listening to bands you loved back in the second grade. Like, what got you into it? Nothing?
I listened to a lot of early, like, old school Christian music. That's why that's what I grew up around. Like, I didn't have like a taste of music until like 2014 when I got to high school.
I think that's when most people start like really having their own personalized. So what was your taste when you got into high school? Like, what was?
I found out about 21 Pilots in there before Blurryface came out, and I'm like, whoa, these guys are like really awesome. So that was it. But also like old emo bands like Sleeping with Sirens, and of course My Chemical Romance and Paramore.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't leave out Paramore.
Paramore, Panic at the Disco, just all those four in particular.
Yeah.
Like the four main emo band staples.
Yeah. Do you try to? I've heard basically, maybe not all of it, but I've heard a good chunk of your discography, and I've noticed that you've kind of been going in a new direction, more of like a poppy type.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone to blame for that, or do you think you just personally like the sound better?
I think it fits me as a person more.
Yeah. Like
personality-wise, I like being a pop artist. But if I had to say like any influences, do I have it? I don't think I have many influences.
No, I mean that's
well, not for the pop. To make music, just like those bands that I named before.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of those bands did kind of transition to more of a poppy sound as time went on.
Well, not MCR, but yeah. The other three most definitely did.
So, let's end it off with most important thing, plans for the future. What do you have any new music coming out? Anything you can divulge to us? If not, I mean...
I'm planning on another album. I don't know if I want this to be my last one for now, then come back later, but it's called Oliver Grape. The whole I was trying to do a narrative standpoint, each song be part of a story, overall.
Yeah.
But I think I'm putting too much pressure on myself to do that. Yeah, because no other album that I've made has a narrative. So just I want to do something bigger is I think I'm putting too much pressure on myself, and also I'm just kind of in a creative block for it right now.
Yeah. What do you do to get out of a creative block? Everybody has their ways.
I don't know. I think I'm taking up other musical projects right now that I don't have to put much involvement in to still do something. And then I guess what I do there will translate to, oh right, I can do this, and just go back to what I'm doing.
Well, all right. Do you wanna plug anything before we're out of here? Do you wanna?
If you want to support me as a musician, I suggest buy music on Bandcamp. It's the best way. But if you don't want to do that, I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, all of them. You can find me anywhere.
And it's 5233 OK.
That is correct.
On everything.
On everything.
All right. So yeah, I would say go support him on Bandcamp, but I haven't yet, so that would make me a hypocrite. But I mean, go check it out. It's good stuff.
I think it's all right.
I think it's pretty great, and I'm excited for the next album if you ever get around to it.
Yeah.
Well, all right.